This game was played in 1933 in Amsterdam, Netherlands. Alekhine play with white pieces and Hulscher play with black. So without wasting time, let's dive into the game. So Alekhine starts with e4, e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop to b5, Ruy Lopez opening, d6, d4. So threat is clear to create pressure on pinned knight. So black continue with bishop to d7 and unpin his knight. And Alekhine exchange his bishop. Knight to c3, create support on e4. E takes d4, queen takes d4. Knight to f6, bishop to g5, pin this knight. And also preparing for castle on queen side. Bishop to e7, so black also prepare for castle. But Alekhine castles queen side and black castles king side. h4, so Alekhine want to open this h file to create attack on king. And the black continue with h6 and Alekhine didn't move his bishop from here and continue with knight to d5 and sacrifice his bishop. So black accept the bishop sacrifice. But Alekhine continue with knight takes bishop and check. And now this is very critical moment. If black continue with king to h8, then h takes g5 comes. Black can't prevent this checkmate. And if black continue with king to h7, then also h takes g5 comes, and after moving knight, rook takes knight and mate. So black has to take this knight. So black continue with queen takes knight, and finally Alekhine take this pawn and create pressure on knight. So black continue with knight takes e4 and pressure on pawn. So Alekhine support with rook to h5 and also preparing for rook's battery. So create space for rook so rook can join into party of attack. So black continue with queen to e6 and Alekhine continue his attack. Rook to h1 and direct threat is checkmate. If black continue with g6, but after moving pawn, queen's diagonal would open and rook to h8 is mate. So black continue with f5 and create space for king. And here pause the video and think Alekhine's next sacrifice. So Alekhine continue with knight to e5 and cover this f7 square. So again threat is clear. Rook to h8 and checkmate. If black continue with queen takes knight, then Alekhine could exchange his queen. And after exchanges, g6 comes and black can't prevent this checkmate because pawn covers this f7 square. So after moving rook, checkmate comes. So black take with his pawn. And that's the point of knight sacrifice. So Alekhine want to deflect this pawn. We will see the importance of pawn deflection. So think Alekhine's last move. So Alekhine's final move g6 and cover this f7 square and didn't save his queen. So threat is clear. Black couldn't take this queen because checkmate comes immediately. But if black take this pawn, then you can see that queen to c4 comes and again check. Black can't move his queen on f7 because direct checkmate comes. And if bishop to e5, then also queen takes bishop and the checkmate comes. Black can't move his rook on f7 because also rook to h8 is mate. If black's pawn is on d6, then black could move his pawn on d5. So this is very brilliant sacrifice by Alekhine. Sacrifice of knight on e5 to deflect this d pawn. So black can't prevent this checkmate. So after g6, black resigned here. Thanks for watching and bye for now.